Samtani, just judging by your shoes, you seem to be a bit of a pioneer in design. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to wear these today?
It's just who I am. I'm not your typical suit and tie guy, and we like to break molds and innovate and push the limits, and that's what Wynwood is about, and that's what the projects that we're involved in are about.
Wynwood, when you started here about 11 years ago, as you mentioned, didn't have any kind of cachet at all, right? It wasn't even up and coming, it was just a wasteland. So how did you decide to make such a big bet here?
Wynwood had the grit, and it had the creatives, it had the artists here who were fleeing South Beach for more affordable options, and it appealed to me, being part of something new, creating a new neighborhood, envisioning something. I mean, that's our motto.
Cheap land.
Cheap land, affordable land we call it, more affordable. And really the creatives are what drive these neighborhoods in almost any major revitalization district in any city.
So you talked briefly about perhaps seeing hotels in this area. How far down do you think that's going to be?
I think a hotel deal in Wynwood is imminent if it haven't already been struck. It's been planned for a while.
Are you in contract for any hotel sites?
I have a few sites that we're contemplating for hotel uses in Wynwood, and we're just trying to find the right operator, the right concept, the right timing, but there will be hotels in Wynwood before too long.
You're involved in a really interesting project with Related, where you're going really, really small. Talk about your micro-living project and where it is and what you hope to get with that.
We partnered with Related, and we came up with a concept to provide micro or smaller units that cater more towards the millennials and the creatives. It's called W House, which was recently approved, and we're going to be launching probably at the beginning of next year, and it's more affordable, probably starting around or under $300,000.
But how many square feet are we talking?
Average 500 to 600 square feet.
So it's not quite micro, it's almost like ultra efficiency, because in New York we're looking at micro apartments 350 square feet, which is more Hong Kong style.
Yeah, well, Miami hasn't gotten there yet, but for Miami, 600 square feet, 500 square feet is a large hotel room. It's a micro unit as far as I'm concerned, or a smaller unit.
Do you see buyers eventually getting to a point where they'd feel comfortable with that as the norm, rather than just sort of an out there project?
Well, I don't think it's going to replace luxury. I don't think it's going to replace the family apartment, but it's certainly going to cater to a need that is increasing and in a demand of somebody who wants to have a pied-à-terre, somebody who wants to have an investment, somebody who wants to have a live-work space, a creative space, a second home, somebody who lives in New York but also wants to have an investment in Wynwood.
Your other moonshot project is Magic City, which is essentially, you're trying to develop a neighborhood from scratch.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that.
So my most ambitious project that I'm involved in is co-developing a neighborhood called Magic City, which is in the Upper East Side of Miami, that is cradled between Little Haiti, historic Lemon City, and Little River area, just west of MIMO. And we've assembled a large swath of land and a variety of interesting old industrial buildings. And the beauty about this project is we have a blank canvas. We can conceptualize what we want to conceptualize.
How many square feet are we talking?
The project, we don't know ultimately how much we're going to build there, but the current assemblage is about 15, 16 acres, and about 200,000 feet of existing builds, industrial products that we're going to adaptively repurpose. For me, it's really kind of the next phase of my development and career of actually being able to create a node and a neighborhood within a neighborhood.